What's up, brewheads? Welcome to another Brewthirty, where I drink a beer and pair it with a toy. Tonight, we're going to be trying yet another Mead from Tree Hive Meadery in Brockton, Illinois, and that is two bees walk into a barrel. It is a blueberry and blackberry mead with natural flavors, aged in a twice-used bourbon barrel, and I bet this thing is going to be super dope. Guys, before we get started, what are we going to pair this with? Well, none other than the evil assassin Zarek from the Dungeons & Dragons line, NECA Toys, inspired by the original LJN line of figures from the early 1980s. This is a great figure, and I think it's going to pair great with this mead, because mead always pairs great with sword and sorcery, along with Viking drinking helmets. This one here is one I made for one of my last Viking drinking parties before I decided to father up. Let's go ahead and try this thing. Like I said, it is a blueberry and blackberry mead with natural flavors, aged in a twice-used bourbon barrel. It's 14% alcohol by volume, and I bet it's amazing. Let's pop the top on this thing and try it out. I purchased this the same day that I went and got the German chocolate mead that I recently reviewed. Let's give it a try. You can see it pours a nice deep red color. It's hard to see on camera. Almost blood red, if you will. Hopefully I can drink it in this helmet. Let's see. Awesome. The blueberry, the notes of the blueberry come through extremely well when you smell. First taste, the blackberry comes right off the front, and that nice black, if you guys are familiar with blackberries, eating them fresh off the bush, they can be a little bit tart, maybe dry at times, depending on where you get your blackberries. And the blackberries definitely come through. The blueberries, I think, come through a little bit at the end. Now, the aged twice in the used bourbon barrels. So, if you've got twice used bourbon barrels, then I would imagine that the oakiness from a bourbon barrel that you would get, like, say, from like a barrel-aged stout or maybe a barrel-aged wine, like used one time, you're going to get that oakiness and almost a little bit of a boozy, kind of a liquor burn. That doesn't come through super heavy in this, so there's no burn with this. It's a very sweet, almost slightly tart flavor. The bourbon doesn't come through very much at all. Now, where I do feel that the bourbon comes through is there's a hint of vanilla. If you smell this, there's a hint of the oaky vanilla flavor that you would get from a barrel-aged beer or a bourbon. So that's where I think the twice used bourbon barrels come through a lot on this. Definitely in the aroma, not so much in the taste. But the blueberry and blackberry absolutely dominate this mead, and it is very, very good. It's very well balanced. It's sweet, but not so sweet that it overwhelms everything else. And the back end has a nice tart finish, which is a great combination, which I can imagine myself sitting in a bar or a tavern with my dwarven friends, and this son of a bitch comes walking in with a blood-soaked dagger after he just killed somebody in a back alley and stole their coin to come in and buy himself a bottle of this two bees walk into a barrel and drink it and toast it to the life he just took. So I think this is great. You should definitely stop in to the Tree Hive and grab a bottle. I would imagine this is probably available at some Benny's locations, and here in central Illinois, you might be able to find it there if you're a Mead guy or a Mead girl. or a mead person, then definitely give this a try. It's amazing. All his meads are amazing. Like I said, he's the only dedicated meadery in our area, and he's the best. So definitely check it out. Tree Hive, two bees walk into a bar or a barrel, and Zarek, the evil assassin. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the review. Like and subscribe to the page. And in the meantime, cheers.